Welcome to NCERT Material, Class 8 Maths, the story of numbers. Let's begin. The ancient Egyptians had a special way of writing numbers. They developed it around 3000 BCE using beautiful picture symbols called hieroglyphs. Their system is called the Egyptian number system. And here's the interesting part. It is a non-positional system. That means the value of a symbol does not depend on its place in the number. Egyptian numerals. The Egyptians used different symbols to represent powers of 10. Look at this lovely table. There is one symbol for 1, another for 10, then 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, and even 1 crore. Each symbol was simply repeated as many times as needed. Every symbol is a little picture from Egyptian life. 1 is a simple vertical stroke. 10 is a heel bone. 100 is a coiled rope. 1,000 is a flower. 10,000 is a bent finger. 1 lakh is a tadpole. 10 lakh is a god with raised arms. And 1 crore is the sun. Isn't that creative? So how did they write numbers? Very simply. They wrote numbers by adding the symbols together. Each symbol was repeated as many times as needed. And remember this important fact for your exam. There was no symbol for 0. Let's try some examples. First, the number 23. 23 is 10 plus 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So we draw 2 heel bones and 3 strokes. That's it. 23 the Egyptian way. Next, 345. We break it up. 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 5 ones. So we draw 3 coiled ropes, 4 heel bones, and 5 strokes. Together, they make 345. One more. 2,342. That's 2 thousands, 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 2 ones. So, 2 flowers, 3 coiled ropes, 4 heel bones, and 2 strokes. Beautiful, isn't it? Here's a note to remember. The Egyptian number system shows how clever ancient people were in using simple symbols to represent very large numbers. Now, a big idea. The idea of a base. The Egyptians used special landmark numbers to group and represent any given number. The first landmark number is 1. And each next landmark number is 10 times the previous one. So, all the landmark numbers are powers of 10. Here are all the landmark numbers and their hieroglyphic symbols, from 1 all the way to 10 to the power 7. Notice the pattern. Each landmark is exactly 10 times the previous landmark. Keep this table in your mind, it makes everything easy. So what is a base and system? A number system where the first landmark number is 1 and every next landmark is obtained by multiplying the current landmark by some fixed number n is called a base n number system. In the Egyptian system, every next landmark is the current one multiplied by 10. So it is a base 10 system. And a base 10 number system is also called the decimal number system. Time for exercise 4b. Question 1. Represent the following numbers in the Egyptian system. First, 7,842. That's 7 flowers, 8 coiled ropes, 4 heel bones, and 2 strokes. Next, 6,913. 6 flowers, 9 coiled ropes, 1 heel bone, and 3 strokes. Part 3. 20,202. 2 bent fingers, 2 coiled ropes, and 2 strokes. Notice there are U's in this number, but Egyptians had no U. They simply skipped that landmark. And part 4, 3,428. 3 flowers, 4 ropes, 2 heel bones, and 8 strokes. Question 2. What numbers do these Egyptian numerals stand for? To read them, just add the values of all the symbols. The first one has 3 coiled ropes and 4 strokes. 300 plus 4. That's 304. The second has 3 flowers, 2 heel bones, and 2 strokes. 3,022. And the third, 1 flower, 5 heel bones, and 2 strokes. 1,052. Question 3. Adding Egyptian numerals. To add, we simply put all the symbols together. In the first sum, 205 plus 44. Combine the symbols. 2 ropes, 4 heel bones, and 9 strokes. That's 249. In the second sum, 65 plus 45. Now we get 10 heel bones and 10 strokes. But wait! 10 of one symbol are regrouped into one symbol of the next landmark. 10 strokes become 1 heel bone, and 10 heel bones become 1 rope. So the answer is 1 rope and 1 heel bone. 110. Question 4. Find the products. 100 times 100 is 10,000. 10 times 10 is 100. And 9 times 9 is 81. Question 5 asks, do these products share a common property? Yes, they do. Each one is a number multiplied by itself, so they are all perfect squares. Question 6. Create your own number system of base 4 and represent numbers from 1 to 16. In base 4, the landmark numbers are 1, 4, 16, and 64. Let's use a dot for 1, a bar for 4, and a plus for 16. Then 5 is 1 bar and 1 dot. 8 is 2 bars. 12 is 3 bars. And 16 is just 1 plus symbol. Each landmark is 4 times the previous one. That's why it's called base 4. Question 7. Read the numerals shown on the abacus. Count the beads on each rod, multiply by the rod's place value, and add. In the first abacus, 2 beads on the thousands rod, 3 on the tens, and 1 on the ones. 2031. The second shows 1,104. The third, 2,111. And the fourth, 4,121. Question 8. Perform the additions and show the sum on the abacus. First, 4,505 plus 520. Adding the hundreds gives 10 hundreds, which regroup into 1 more thousand. So we get 5,025. In the second sum, 1,202 plus 2,133 gives 3,335. Let's recap. The Egyptian number system is non-positional with symbols for powers of 10 and no 0. Landmark numbers grow 10 times each step, making it a base 10 or decimal system. We read numerals by adding symbol values, and we add numbers by combining and regrouping symbols. That's all for today. If this video helped you, do like, share, and subscribe to NCERT Material. Happy learning, and see you in the next video!